Good morning, YouTube. Just wanted to make a short video today. Probably I got a little bit more homework done kind of on the Prelude, and I wanted to show you the engine block. And I've got now another idea, and I guess just see what everybody thinks about it, because I really want to get this car together. So yeah, let's get started. So here we have the engine block from Prelude. And let's just see here. Yeah, H22A4. And what someone did was they were doing, I believe, a clutch or maybe a rear main seal, and they mixed up the bolts. And you can see these bell housing bolts, especially this top one here. There is right behind it, supposed to be sealed metal, like, you know, this side. Somebody mixed the bolts up, put the transmission back on the motor, and sent a really long bolt through that hole, punched out the hole in the hollow right there through the block. It's supposed to be like this side, not hollow. So, as we all know from the channel, my girlfriend is a welder. That's why it's in the back of her Honda Pilot. And I sent it off to school with her. We're supposed to get that hole filled. And, you know, spare time is like spare money. There just isn't any. So now I'm starting to think maybe we just tap that thing out to NPT, you know, plug, and then just plug it with a, I believe, you know, 1/2 inch, 3/8, whatever, NPT plug, like I did on the EP3 water jacket. It looks like about the same size hole. I don't really need this bolt hole. If I send a water plug in there flush, I can mount the transmission of the motor using the rest of the bolt holes. Anyways, that's just an idea. I'm not quite that far on the Prelude just yet. All right, so here we are back inside the garage with the car. It's funny, I still haven't even popped the hood. It's closed. I just kind of put it up on the lift and started looking for suspension parts. And now when I got this car, I was told everything was in the car. And of course, I didn't really look for every little bit and piece. And now that's what I'm looking for, is every little piece. So, found basically everything for the actual suspension, the racks there, the spindles, the axles, the front struts, this subframe, that subframe. So the only thing that I still got to dig around for is bolts. Now, you can't just go to the hardware store and get these bolts. They're fine thread. They're impossible to get. Even if you do it that way, you're gonna end up with Chinese crappy bolts. The next best thing to do if you don't have the bolts, and let's face it, I probably don't have all these bolts. I didn't take this car apart, bought it this way, is a parts car. Well, Prelude parts car is kind of off the table right now because I don't have one. But what I do have is this Acura TL. That's junk. It needs too much to be a roadworthy car. It does have a J32 A1 in it. For anybody looking for a J32, this thing will be cheap. Or maybe I'll use it. I don't know. I was going to kind of show you guys, but the dang old hood doesn't want to open. Here we go. Oh, there you go. So that's a J32 A1, first generation J32. And this ECU, I have removed the chip. There's a microchip that keeps the car from starting from the key, the destabilizer. So anyways, I never had a key. Never had a key for this car. It was a junk that was left behind and sent out back kind of deal. And I got curious one day and I pulled the ignition apart and I got the engine to crank and start, and then of course it starts and dies. So I did a little bit more research and found out that there is ways to get past the immobilizer. I guess I should have made a video on that. It's not super hard. You just pull the ECU out, you find the immobilizer chip, you desolder the pins, and you send it packing. You put the computer back in the car, and it does cause a check engine light, and it makes it so you can't use the onboard diagnostics port anymore to find out other problems. But hey, the car runs, and it got in here, and that's all I needed it to do was to run good enough to get inside so we could take it apart, rather than, you know, moving it around with the Bobcat or the tow trucks or whatever else. So yeah, This motor would come with that computer. It would need to be microchipped without the key microchip. And that's, I think, $15 on eBay. And if you're handy, you can just sort of do it. So sorry, I don't know why I'm filming this car. This car is just a parts car. I guess if anybody needs anything, that's why I'm filming this car. It runs, drives, transmission shifts. It's just a typical New England car, and it's seen too many bad weathery days. Anyways, yeah, I just wanted to make a quick video so that way I wasn't making not any videos, and let you guys know that the Prelude is becoming more and more of a reality as the days come. If I can get back down here later on, I'll start putting bolts in holes and we'll make this car roll around. That'll get me motivated to do something about that engine block, or maybe just source a salvage yard motor, something to that effect.